Okay, so now we're going to get around the unit circle. Hopefully, you've watched this first video just to introduce or reintroduce how to get around the unit circle. So, I'm going to put this into practice here. So, let's say we were looking for the point on the unit circle that was associated with the angle theta equals um, 5 pi over 3. So, whenever the angle has a denominator of 3 or 6, you know you're on the pi over 6 circle. So 5 pi over 3 can be thought of as 10 pi over 6. You always want to use a denominator of 6 because you can just count spokes. So the pi over 6 circle is the one with 2 spokes. And it should make sense why. You know, pi over 6 is 180 divided by 6 in degrees. So that's 30 degrees. So we have 30, 60, 90. It makes sense. And then another 90 to get to 180, and so on and so on. So since in calculus we're going to be looking at radians, we want to kind of stick with the radian mode. So if theta is 5 pi over 3, which is 10 pi over 6, you just count 10 of these spokes. So here's 1, 2, 3, include the axes, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here's where we're at. That's 10 pi over 6. Now, the biggest thing for unit circles, the whole purpose is to now figure out what the trig functions are of that angle. Well, the most important thing here is to get this point. Now, just like we said in the last video, it's very easy to do that without memorizing. The x value is from here to here. The y value is from here to here. So we had to go a small x or a short x, which would be the smallest number. So we're at 1/2, comma. Y is this. That's the long one. So that must be the greatest number, which is root 3 over 2. Now you're going to assign positive and negative values just based on which way you're going. So x is positive, y is negative. So there's our point. So that's the point associated with theta equals 5 pi over 3. So now I'm going to find out all the trig values of that. Hold on, so once you have the point established, which I do right here, which I do right here, we can now come up with all the trig functions. So if I let's do all the trig functions. Sine of pi over 6 then. Sorry, sine of 10 pi over 6. Sine of 5 pi over 3, which is 10 pi over 6, is the y value. So we already have the coordinates, negative root 3 over 2. Cosine is the x value. Now we have tangent, cosecant, secant, cotangent. Well, those are all just based off sine and cosine. So once you have sine and cosine, you have them all. So for tangent, it's just sine over cosine. So if you divide these numbers, their denominators will just cancel. So negative root 3 over 2 divided by 1/2 is negative root 3 over 1. Basically, it's just their numerators, or just negative root 3, obviously. So that's easy. Basically, we take this over this. That's what tangent is. And cosecant is reciprocal of sine. So I'll put that right next to sine, and then you just reciprocate. Flip the fraction. If you want to rationalize it, you can. You do not need to. So -2 over root 3 is fine. Secant, you just flip the cosine. It's a reciprocal cosine. So secant is 2 over 1. And then cotangent, you just flip the tangent, and you're done. So you can simplify that one as well. And that's it. We will do another one in the next video.